Hi, it's Allison, and welcome to another home yoga practice. Today, we're going to be working on your foundation, specifically your feet, because this is the foundation of your temple. And without a clear, balanced foundation that holds you with integrity, the rest of the temple suffers. So let's get more clear on our foundation. Let's build the best foundation for our temple we can. Begin by closing your eyes and breathing in through your nose and out through your nose. Connecting with your body, your breath, and your intention to create the most harmonious you. And we're going to begin by working on our feet. So you're going to begin with the right foot first. You're going to lift the foot up and you're going to touch the four corners, the four pillars of your feet. Big toe mound, then touch the inner heel. Then touch the pinky toe mound and finally touch the outer heel. Those are your four corners, your four pillars. Next, interlace your fingers in between each of your toes, and then you're going to pump the metatarsal joints. So just pumping the toes back and forth. If it's challenging to get your fingers in there, just do the best you can. It'll get better and easier with time, I promise. And then after you pump the metatarsal joints, which are very important, you're going to just give your outer edges of your feet a little massage, just waking up the feet via touch, and then place the right foot down. Notice a difference between the two feet, and then lift the left foot up, touch big toe mound, inner edge of your heel, outer pinky toe mound, and outer edge of your heel. So those are the four pillars on the second side. And then again, interlace the fingers in between the toes, do the best you can. This took me a couple years. And then pump the metatarsals. These joints are some of the first to suffer from inflammation and arthritis, but bringing more flow, bringing more aliveness to the joints can prevent that. And then again, massage the outer edges of your feet. Wake up the feet with your touch. And then place your feet on the earth and then come up to standing. In standing, lift your 10 toes, engage your toes. And we're going to continue awakening and invigorating the feet. So you're going to lift the right foot out and just notice, just hold the foot out. And then what I want you to do is flex the foot and press through the heel. And then point and press through the big toe mound. And then draw from the foot up into your hip. That would be how it is to push out, draw up and in. So it's like you're pulling energy from the foot up into your core. Left side, extend your left leg out. Just see what it's like to just let the foot hang and then extend through the heel. You'll feel the back of your leg charge. Then push through the ball of your foot. You'll feel the front of your leg charge. And then from that steady leg, draw up. So the hip lifts up into the hip socket and it's from the energy of the feet. Again, draw up. There we go. And that's power. Bring the left foot down. From here, inhale, reach your arms up overhead and float onto the ball of your feet. And then exhale, lower down. Again, inhale, lift up, floating up onto the ball of your feet. And exhale, roll back onto your heels. Just notice what feels more natural, what feels more available. Inhale, rise up, this time arms up overhead on your very ball of your feet. And then exhale, slowly lower down onto your heels, lift your toes up. Again, inhale, rising. Exhale, lowering. Waking up both sides of the feet, waking up the strength in our feet. Inhale, come onto the front part of your foot. Exhale, rock back onto your heels. Stay steady on your feet and inhale, take your arms up overhead. Clasp your left wrist with your right hand and side bend to your right. Now, you're going to shift weight onto your left foot and lift your right foot off the floor. It's just like when we lifted the foot up earlier. You're going to have to hug in and keep your right foot moving towards your left. So you're just engaging the foot to bring power up through the leg. Very, very good. Keep lifting the hip higher as you side bend deeper. And then slowly bring the right foot down, come back to the center, release your clasp. Inhale, rise up again for the second side. Clasp your right hand and side bend to your left. And then shift your weight onto your right foot and lift your left foot up so it hovers off the earth. You have to lift the whole leg from the foot up into the hip socket to really get the foot up off the earth in a way that you can still balance and that still has integrity and strength. So keep engaging the foot and lifting up from your foot like you want to take your heel up to your hip. And then inhale, come back to the center. Exhale, release your arms. Keep your left foot down, bring your right foot up for tree pose, Vrikshasana. Your foot can be at a kickstand, at your calf, or at your upper inner thigh. And here you want to keep your right foot just as active as if it was on the earth, and your left foot active. So the feet play an important role in our balance. You can press the right foot into the thigh into the foot, and that'll help bring you more steadiness. And then release the right foot, place the right foot down mindfully. Bring your left foot up to the ankle, to the calf, or to your upper inner thigh. Once you've placed the foot, keep both feet active just like as if you were standing on the earth. Press your left foot into your thigh into your foot, and stretch down through your right leg. You can imagine even your right foot, it sinks into the earth, or maybe it sinks into sand. So you're rooted through your standing leg, through your standing foot. And slowly release your hands and step your feet wide for a wide-legged stance, about as wide apart as your wrists when they extend out from your heart. And then place your hands on your hips and bow forward. Fingertips come to the earth, bend your knees, and then you're going to rock up onto your toes. And then exhale, bend your knees, rock back onto your heels. Inhale onto your toes. Keep that pulse going of rocking back onto your heels and then rocking back up onto your toes, awakening the feet's capacity to influence our legs. And then place your feet back down, staying balanced between the front part of your foot and the back part of your heel, and bow forward. It's all about finding balance between those four corners, the four pillars of your feet, making sure each one is active and engaged so you have balance through your legs. With your next inhale, rise up, turn your left toes out, and you want your left ankle or left heel actually, to bisect the arch of your right foot. So a clear straight line there. And then balance between your 2 feet. Come into warrior 2, bending your left knee to a square. You'll tend to lose integrity on the back leg, so stay mindful of putting pressure through your right foot. And then bring your left elbow to your left knee. Take your right arm up and over for Parsva Konasana, side angle pose. Use your left elbow to press down through your right foot so you're steady and strong. And inhale, come up. Turn your left toes in, right toes out. Extend out through your left foot, then bend your right knee to a square. Virabhadrasana 2, warrior 2. Balanced between your 2 legs, balanced between your 2 feet to be steady, strong. And then take your right elbow to your right knee. Take the left arm up and over for Parsva Konasana, side angle pose on the second side. Use the pressure from your right elbow to really root down through your right foot. And then stay anchored through your left foot and inhale, come back to the center. From here, heel toe or hop your feet together and come to hands and knees. And you're going to sit on your heels. So you're going to keep your toes tucked under. The closer your heels are together, the more challenging this posture is. It really stretches your feet. So the farther away your heels are, the easier. And the closer your heels are together, the more challenging. And the toes are tucked under. This will stretch the plantar part of your foot. It'll stretch your Achilles tendon. It's amazing to wake up your feet, also the metatarsals. And then take your arms up overhead, turn your palms towards the sky and press up through your hands. So now stretching the metacarpals, the hand and finger joints. So waking up all these periphery, the antenna, the hands and the feet here in this posture. And then slowly release your hands, stretch your legs straight, and come into Uttanasana, your standing forward fold. Take your feet about hip distance apart. And then you're going to again rock onto your heels, rock onto the front part of your feet, rock onto your heels, rock onto the front part of your feet, come up onto your tiptoes maybe, and then come right in between those 2 points. Perfect balance in between the front part of your foot and the front part of your heel, so your leg bones are stacked. You can even use a mirror or have a partner check out your leg bones here, just making sure your hips are right over your heels. Lining up our bones is so powerful for maximum support, and it really starts with our feet. Make your way back to downward facing dog and take a short downward facing dog so your heels can be flat on the floor. And really reach down through your heels, so pressing your feet into the earth, getting steady, grounded through your legs. And then step your right foot forward for a lunge. Left knee comes down. And then you're going to press out through your left heel to stretch the left leg straight. And then inhale, draw the knee down. Exhale, extend out through your heel to stretch the leg straight. Last one, inhale, draw in, kneel down. And then exhale, extend through your heel to stretch the back leg straight. And now rise up for a high lunge. Arms up overhead, fingers active. Feet planted, lower leg steady, so it's supporting you to lift up. And then exhale, place your hands, step back, downward facing dog. And then from downward facing dog, bring your left foot forward for the same sequence, second side, right knee down, hug your knee in, and then extend out through your heel to stretch the legs straight. Again, inhale, draw the knee in, try to keep your hips level, and draw in and then extend out through your heel to stretch the back leg straight. Last one, from your center, inhale, draw in, exhale, extend out, press through your back foot, and then rise up into your high lunge. Steady and anchored through your feet, solid in the foundation of your temple, so that you can reach up towards the heavens with your heart, with your hands, with your crown. And then exhale, touch the earth, and step back, downward facing dog. Keep reaching through your heels. And then step up, step by step into Uttanasana, your standing forward fold. And here you can bend your knees if you need to. Place your hands underneath the front part of your feet. And you want to press down on the front part of your feet into your hands and just notice the difference it makes in this stretch, in this asana. Again, the whole practice about waking up the feet, coming into more connection, more sensation with your foundation. Go ahead and remove your hands, and we're going to come into a toe squat here. So bring the inner edge of your feet together. You're going to bend your knees and come to sitting on your toes. You want your shins to be parallel to the earth. And this is one of those yoga postures that looks so simple, but is actually quite challenging. Keep your feet active. Keep your tailbone moving down, your belly drawing up and in, and you'll feel more balanced here. And then place your hands and come on to your sitting bones, come onto your seats, and we're going to take bridge pose. So you can place your hands on your thighs, and you're going to flex your feet and lift your feet up for bridge pose. So you're going to balance on your sitting bones. The key is in your feet. Activate your feet like crazy, like you're fanning your toes. Then bring the feet down, place your hands behind your hips, palms facing towards your hips, and lift up into Purvottanasana. So it's like a tabletop position. Keep pressing into your feet. Your feet are the key to feeling steady and safe here. And then lower your hips down, hands underneath your thighs. Rise up into boat pose, maybe stretching the legs straight. Active toes. And then bring the feet down. Keep your feet active as you lift up into Purvottanasana, pressing into your feet to lift your hips, lift your heart, lift your head. And then slowly lower your hips down. Hands behind your thighs. Again, lift the feet up for boat pose. keeping the feet active so the legs are supported. You can even draw the toes back towards you, and then slowly lower your feet down. Place your hands Purvottanasana, press into your feet, lift your hips, lift your heart, and take your head back. Great work. From here, lower your hips down, come to your back for bridge pose, Setu Bandha Sarvangasana. Keep your feet planted, feet active and engaged. Work your shoulder blades underneath your back and then lift your hips. It's easy to focus just about everywhere but your feet here. So I want you to send your awareness into your feet. Keep your feet active. Keep pressing through the front part of your foot and the back part of your foot, even as you lower your hips down. And then we're going to do a bridge wave. So you're going to press into your feet, lift your hips, take your arms up overhead, and then exhale, lower your hips, lower your hands. Again, inhale, hips up, press into your feet, arms up overhead, and then exhale, lower your hips down, lower your hands down. Last one, press into your feet, lift your hips, lift your arms up overhead with your inhale. Great work. And then exhale, lower your hips, lower your hands. From here, draw your knees in towards your chest, and then you're going to grab the outer edges of your feet for full happy baby pose. So you're holding the outer blade of your feet and then pressing up with the big toe mound. So the feet are still very active here, and their engagement, their balance will greatly influence the musculature in your legs. And your legs will influence your low back and all of your spine. Everything's interconnected. The body is more like a web or a system of levers and pulleys. Everything is interrelated, just like life. From here, slowly lower your feet to the earth. Take your feet wide and the inner edge of your knees together. And then stretch your legs out long and come into Savasana. You can rest in Savasana, or you can do the hand foundation practice right after this one, your choice. But if you are going to rest in Shavasana, set a timer and enjoy your time here. Enjoy the opportunity to rest and assimilate the benefits of your practice. Thank you so much for being a part of yoga, for practicing at home, and for being a part of this movement that's making the world a better place. The light in me sees and honors the light in you. Namaste.